Hello, and thanks for tuning in to T-Bomb's Picks. I am Tommy Franich. The NFL season is obviously concluded as teams now focus on who they want to resign or extend, and they got to keep that cap in mind, obviously. Big free agents such as Super Bowl MVP Von Miller are out there, as other teams such as the Browns, Eagles, and Rams are trying to figure out who's going to be our QB next year and who's going to run our offense. Now, a lot of these decisions will be based on what happens in the draft, which is coming up, as so is spring training. But right now, the focus has been on the NBA, Kobe Bryant, and that All-Star game. Now, the highest score by a team in All-Star game history was 163 points. And that was done by the East 2 years ago and the West last year. But this year, the West put up 196 and the East put up 173. Paul George scored 41. Russell Westbrook set up a new record, MVP for the second year in a row. No one's ever done that in All-Star game history. But the focus was on Kobe. He got a good 10 points. He was out there more than anybody else in the West. He had some fun messing with LeBron James, put off some good juke moves. But he got a great tribute and a great ovation as he left the game with just a couple minutes left. Now, Steph Curry definitely had the biggest shot of the game, though. He landed a huge half-court three-pointer with just a few seconds left. It looked like he was just trying to kill the clock, but Durant was like, go for it. And he lands this great shot right there at just a couple seconds. So, speaking of Curry and those Warriors with their great record, they were always questioned earlier in the season about, do you think you have a chance to catch the Bulls' record? And they all try to be like, no, I'm not even thinking about that right now. But in Toronto, they were acting a little more cocky, as Draymond, Klay, and Steph were all saying, yeah, we're going to break that. So we'll see how they do, as they do have a lot of road games coming up, including trips to San Antonio and Oklahoma City. So we'll see if they can stay hot. Also in the NBA, trade deadline is almost here, so teams like the Magic, Nuggets, I'm sure will be selling to contenders, maybe like the Cavaliers. It'll be interesting to see what goes down. But pitchers and catchers reported yesterday in baseball, so teams are getting ready to figure out the big questions. The biggest one seems to be who's going to be the number 5, if not also 4 person in the rotation. The only teams that seem to have that figured out are the Tigers, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the Mets, and the Giants. So it'll be interesting because injuries will happen, prospects will be on the rise. Here in Vegas, though, the Cubs are the number 1 rated team. So if you want to put your money down, they seem to be the ones that everybody's going after. But I'll get back to you with my expectations once I get a little more information and see a little bit of spring training about who I think is going to win each division. Thanks for tuning in.